Did you know you can save up to 30% on GFuel.com using code DarkScorpion77? You save money, you support me in the process, and it is greatly appreciated. There's plenty of products to choose from. I said you can save anywhere from 20 to 30%. And if you do use my code, make sure you tag me on Twitter so I can thank you personally. How's it going, guys? Today we're going to do a review on not one, but two different products. Both are called Hive Nectar, but we have Hydration and we have the original. And the original I've been waiting to get ever since I first heard of it. Missed out on it a few times. I had it on BOGOs, I missed it, and then just re-releases, I missed it. They released a very limited stock, and I got it, so we're doing a review. We have the energy formula of the Hive Nectar. This is from Saving the Bees. This, I believe, is the newer design. The other one, I think, had a big bee on there, but honestly, I like the artwork on this. It looks really cool. It has that older window, which they pretty much did away with all the newer ones. But it still has a Hive Nectar. It says, has similar in there, inspired by the Saving the Bees. Obviously, it has bees on it. And the back looks pretty cool because you had the Hive Nectar, GFuel, then you had the whole honeycomb type look to it, which is pretty much around the whole entire box. Pretty basic on top, it just says GFuel, and then you had the UPC on the bottom with some more of the Hive. I like the idea with the honey, and this just looks really good overall, and it all kind of meshes into the top. And then you also have the Hive Nectar Hydration. Now this one, it's not as, like, it doesn't have as much going on as the original, but it does look really good. And it does have the hydration symbol on there, but it doesn't say just regular hydration. It says Supreme Hydration. So that's a little different. It does have the 0 calories, 0 sugar, and 0 caffeine. It has the GFuel logo on top, which says Supreme Hydration. Which I do like the Supreme Hydration. It's still pretty cool that way. And it has the Saving the Bees, which if you look at the original, he definitely... The original logo was more just kind of like a bee with the honeycomb on it. This is more like with the bee, the hive, it has a shield on it. It looks really good. And it has a crown because, well, it's king. It's one of the best flavors from what I heard. So that actually is pretty cool. I like the new logo that he did there. And just all around, it's kind of hard to see on camera, but all around here you had the honeycomb look to it. And obviously on the bottom it just has the UPC, so there's not too much going on there. So box wise, these both look good, and it does say right on here about the little, so it says fuel your gaming, fitness, work, and lifestyle. And it has GFuel Energy, and then it has all their social medias. So there's a lot of different things that they have available on here. But we're going to try both of these. But for starters, we're going to go with the original, because this one is the first one that came out. And it's the one I've been wanting to try for the longest, and to see what it actually comes with. I haven't even opened these, so other than the fact that obviously you can see through the window what it has, I don't know what it all looks like. Now for starter, you have the shaker cup, which this, I don't know if that's glow in the dark, but it has that kind of like greenish glow in the dark. You can actually see the little like speckles in there, which looks like it probably will be a glow in the dark. I'd check out later on and see if that is. I'd probably post on Twitter a picture of it glowing, but maybe at nighttime. But this actually looks pretty cool because it's pretty much clear throughout. Has the original Hive Nectar design to it for the logo. GFuel on the other side. Has the clear, possibly glow-in-the-dark insert. And I believe this will probably glow in the dark too. That has more of a kind of opaque type of white and clear lid. With this pretty much being same thing as the top there. So that looks pretty cool. I do like that, and I will check on later when it gets darker to see if this is actually a glow-in-the-dark one. Now you have the tub, which I don't know 100% if this is the original tub, because I've seen one that had the big bee on it, and then you have this one, which doesn't have as much going on, but it's more kind of like basic to it compared to the other one. This one expires in July of 2024, so this has been basically since 2021 is when this one came out. So art wise, I like it. It does have the bee on there, the GFuel Energy, the Hive Nectar. It has the decals didn't really change, they're pretty much the same, but it has like the brown for the bottom, and you got the honeycomb around the whole top of there. and obviously they inspired by. You got the 40 servings, 15 calories, got all your instructions on how to make it, got your nutrition information, and this overall is pretty cool. So we're gonna try that in a little bit. But there's one more thing in here. We got the GFuel Hive Nectar sticker, which looks pretty cool because it's pretty much what you got on the box in the tub. But I like this honey drip type look to it. It just overall looks pretty cool. So that actually I'm definitely looking forward to putting up. But now we're going to crack into the hydration one and see what that one has. Now, this is the first time I opened this because this literally just came in the mail. So other than the box, I don't know what it looks like. And stuff I've seen online. I'm already feeling the texture because this shaker is pretty cool because it has, instead of a print on it, it's an actual texture. So you can see right on camera has that texture. It's not an actual image, it's actually the texture on it. It does have the GFuel logo and the Hive logo that they have that's current right now. It's a kind of royal purple, has a gold for the top. Like I say, it does have the gold insert, which is actually directly fused to the lid. The steel ones always have the fused lid. I don't think there's many that doesn't. Most of them pretty much look just like that. And then obviously you got the steel inside with the purple paint on the bottom. Now as far as a lot of these, they have a problem with the tops. This comes off no problem. It doesn't stick, it just comes right off. You still got that hanging. You can keep with you on your bike or wherever you're going. So overall, I really like this, and that texture is freaking insane, to say the least. Now we have the hydration tub. This, I like the hydrations, how they're pretty much a simplistic design to it, but this has the B that's on the logo, is like right front and center. Has a GFuel logo with the Supreme Hydration. It doesn't say hydration, because if we look at another tub, we'll just get like this one here, for instance. It just says GFuel Hydration. That's about it. But these say Supreme Hydration. It's like right front and center. It's not kind of into the bottom. It's just like you see the logo, then you see Supreme Hydration. They have pretty much the same basic design that the other tubs have, except for that one minor difference. But I'm hoping anything coming forward, this is the design they have, because I like the Supreme Hydration. It just looks pretty damn cool. And you got the Hive Nectar logo right there, which is pretty much the same place you get the other ones as far as location, because that pretty much hasn't changed. That's still in the same location. And you have your nutrition information. You have the 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 caffeine. And it's about 30 servings come in that tub. Now this, I really like the design, and I'm actually looking forward to keeping this up there. But we're going to try these. As I said, this is going to be a back-to-back, so we're actually doing this as one video. So I'm going to try it as a hydration and try it as the standard energy drink. So we're going to make those because we got 2 shakers. So we're going to add that to those. But before we do that, we're going to do a smell test, and then we're going to add it to the shakers. It's definitely orange. That's one thing I can see right off the bat. As far as the smell, it's not real strong. It's pretty bland as far as that part goes. You don't really get much for smell. I would say a lot of it's going to come forward in the taste, but for smell, I'm not getting much. I do get a little bit of a orange smell to it, because I believe it's a nectarine, if I'm not mistaken. It does say on there. Yeah, it is a nectarine, so it does kind of have that orange smell to it, but it's not really strong. And before we do that, let's open up the other tub and see how that compares. One thing I almost forgot, that one comes with a sticker too, and that looks pretty cool because it's pretty much the same idea you got in the tub, but for stickers, so that is definitely worth it. Now, one thing you can get right off the bat, This one's a little bit lighter in color. It's not as dark as you get with the other one. The smell tends to come out more, so you get more smell coming from the energy power than you do the hydration. And surprisingly, hydration doesn't have a strong smell, but you are getting a pretty decent amount of smell coming from the hydration or from the energy formula. And it smells orangey, kind of almost like vanilla, surprising. And pretty much just orange. That's the primary smell I'm getting out of that. But it smells really good. But we're going to see how these taste. Now the good thing about having two different shakers is obviously you can tell the difference. So we're going to take the scoop of that. This is the hydration formula. And set that one aside. Alright. Take these off, leave them on. For me, I take them off because they're primarily just for putting in bottles. That's one thing I also noticed about this to the others is the hydration does not have a topper. It's just the scooper itself. So you take a level scoop of that one. Put that into the second shaker. And give it a shake. Now you can see right off the bat. Yeah, they're exactly the same color. There's not much difference at all. Exactly the same because this is the energy formula. This is hydration. So color-wise, they're exactly the same. So we're going to give them both a smell and see how they compare. So you got the hydration. Get that tart nectarine smell to it. Almost like a tangerine I'm getting there too, but definitely get the nectarine. This one is a little more tart compared to this one. But this one smells stronger than this one, which is surprising because the powder in this one, you can barely smell. In this one, you can actually smell pretty good. But you do get that kind of pithy orange smell to it. And nectarines tend to be a little bit more tart. It smells pretty good, but I can't really pinpoint the other flavor, but primarily orange. But let's try the hydration first. Man, it's actually very refreshing. Pretty much am just getting the nectarine. That's the primary flavor I'm getting from that. It's, as I said, refreshing. It definitely has that kind of a tartness to it with a little bit of sweetness. This is definitely something I'll probably go to every once in a while when I need it because that is actually really good. But let's try the energy formula. That's actually really good. It's almost the same flavor. I'm getting a little bit more tartness coming from this one than the hydration. I'm getting more sweetness coming from the hydration, but more tartness coming from the energy formula. But they're both really good. It's a strong orange taste to it, a strong orange smell. It has a kind of a pithy, not like a bitter pithy, but you get that more of a tart, slightly sour type pith to it. This was well worth the wait because I really like it. And I originally did my top 20. This, obviously, I said would have been in my top 20 if I actually had the flavor, which I didn't have it, never tried, so I can't really add it. But I definitely would give this in my top 5. So in order to put in top 5, something has to go. I don't have my tier list up here, so I can't exactly put it up at the moment. But the only one I probably move down a notch will be the, probably I would say the Glitch Mix, because Glitch Mix I really liked, but the only difference with Glitch Mix, it's a little bit too much of a coconutty taste in comparison. It tastes a little bit thicker, if that makes any sense. But this I really like. This is definitely a top 5 flavor, and it's going to stay in there a while. But let me know what you guys think, and if you did have both, let me know how you compare the two, because they're pretty similar in taste. I say you get a little bit more sweetness from the hydration, more tartness coming from the energy, but they're both great. And if you can get them both, I definitely suggest it. I don't know if you can still get the hydration right now, It's possible they may bring it back, or maybe after like a month or two, just release the tub by itself, which did happen pretty much with the grape lemonade. So there's plenty of different ways you could probably get it down the road. But let me know what you think, and as always, use code DARKSCORPION77 at GFuel.com, and thanks for watching.